first-degree felony sexual assault charges have been dropped. Let's start it off with this conversation right here. Again, I won't be talking about the case specifically for all the right reasons. I have legal counsel. They're going to do what they got to do. What we are going to talk about is cyber defamation litigation. We are going to have a conversation about that. We are going to have a conversation about cyber defamation litigation. We are going to do that. And the reason why we're going to do this, because there's a lot of dishonest, wicked people out there. I've never seen nothing like this, where people literally prey on someone's demise. So I say it again. Both first-degree felony sexual assault charges have been eradicated. They're gone. Does this mean that there's no other fight? No, it's plenty of fight. They came up with new counts. Of course, nothing compared to those first-degree felonies, which is crazy. That'd give you life or 30 years in prison early. You dig what I'm saying? So yes, we will be turning up later on the strength. We will be turning up later on the strength. Is there still a fight? There's still a fight. But it's very interesting because a lot of people spoke out of turn, jumped out the window, accused me of things that not even the prosecution can.
Let me stop this right quick. Brother Polight, based on my First Amendment right, based on fair use, based on me saying allegedly, I'm going to say all of this. You were a grown man found in a hotel room with a 14-year-old girl without the mother's permission. I don't give a shit if you found a way to manipulate the legal system to get out of that or whatever case may be, but you was dead wrong. You was dead wrong. And for you to even be on live right now acting as if people supposed to be fair and impartial with you when you've been wrong. Now, one time have you done anything to showcase any remorse for the victim, for the mom, or none of that? It's been about what people are doing to you. Now, did people jump out the window? You gotta understand this. A police report was generated that shown that your DNA, your semen, was on a 14-year-old girl. Now, I don't know what you orchestrated. I don't know how you orchestrated it. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know about you, but the grown people around me don't appreciate that. The grown people around me that I know, it's a zero tolerance for that. So for you to be like, none of that matters because they ain't find me guilty of it. Okay. So how do you think that's going to look with the next 14-year-old girl that you get around? Or the next girlfriend that you get around? You would have did better by not saying anything and let the litigation do what it needs to do, whatever. But you're getting cocky. This is what this is about. You're getting cocky. Somebody asked me, who do I think is worse, Lil Nas X or Brother Polight? So you got Lil Nas X saying F the kids, and you got Brother Polight allegedly touching kids. I guess the real message is how are we protecting our kids? How are you protecting your kids? You got people who say they're activists, people who say that they're leaders in the community and they're for the community, and then you got celebrities that's saying, hey, listen, I'm getting this money, I'm chasing my bag, it's up to you to be a parent to your kids, that's not my job. So are we protecting our kids? Are we doing enough? That's the real question. Are we doing enough? Are we doing enough?
If the things that people say on YouTube was accurate, I mean, goddamn, you wouldn't even see me here today. You wouldn't see me here today. So how the hell do these people on the internet know so much, but the legal system don't? The shit that people be saying, oh, no, you got to pay for that. Now I was going to wait until later down the line. But goddamn it, since these joints is gone, why not get the ball rolling now? Cyber defamation litigation. We're going to deal with that. We're We talking about suing people, not only for defamation, but also for libel. If you're even writing comments online.
You know what's so funny is that this is funny, right? It's funny because you get a man that is allegedly accused of touching a little girl, and you're mad at people making comments on the video. He's talking about we gonna get petty. You mad at people making comments, having an opinion, or promoting their perspective about a situation that came out in the news. If you're gonna sue anybody, you need to sue those news agencies that reported you in the news, that said that your DNA was found on a 14-year-old girl. You can't sue. I mean, you're gonna be suing a lot of people. You're gonna be suing a lot of people, brother. So I'm gonna say, hey, go to NBC, CBS, ABC. You need to start there first. Start with those major networks or whatever. Don't start with YouTube. Start with those major networks that reported that you was guilty, that you were arrested. That's where you need to start at. You're saying that people are reporting things that litigation ain't found you guilty of. Brother, let me tell you something. If they drop the charges against you, you got lucky. Ain't no allegedly about that. You got lucky. You settled out of court. You did something, which we've already been talking about that. Here's the thing. Don't that make you kind of fearful for your children? The second those charges get dropped, he get cocky and do a live. And we're supposed to sit back and be like, well, damn, maybe he wasn't guilty. Thought process is you should have kept that same energy when it was said in the police report, when it came out in the news, what you did. Hey, I'm 100% innocent. You never said that, Brother Polight. You never said that you were 100% innocent. You never said that what they said you did not do. You were so worried about people making videos, so worried about people saying that you were making statements, etc., etc., etc. But you never said that you was 100% innocent. I wonder why. And just because they didn't find you guilty in a court of law don't mean you didn't do anything to influence that outcome. You already said prior to about how you got all this money, how your lawyers are going to do this and they're going to do that, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? It may be some people protecting you, but the fact of the matter is, what's so funny? You know what message this sends to the black community? What it sends to black mothers and fathers out there? What it sends to children out there? It sends that if you got money, you can get away with allegedly touching a little girl. You can get away with allegedly touching a little boy. You got money, you could be a celebrity and be irresponsible and showcase crazy behavior. That's the message that's being sent out there.
Lying, blatantly lying on my name.
Zero tolerance. You're right.
You think it's a joke, but this is some serious shit. If you're collecting money off of your videos while misrepresenting what's transpiring in the case, if you're lying on your videos, if you're calling me out my character, like literally saying I am somebody in particular, I've done something in particular. If you're lying and saying, yeah, I had a previous case before. If you're lying and saying, oh, that's Brother Polight's statements. I never made a statement.
Brother Polight, you so worried about what people saying versus just shutting the hell up and going through litigation. You so worried about what they saying about you, trying to save face. And that's what this is about. You get online and try to bully people from stop making videos and from stop the comments. Like, here's the funny thing about it, right? Are you afraid somebody gonna say something that makes sense? Are you afraid somebody's gonna say something to actually point out something that's relevant? And that's the issue that we have, especially with people that are from this conscious community. I think that they feel like if they say certain words, then everybody else will kind of be like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. You're online right now. You talk about cyberbullying or whatever. You're trying to cyberbully the entire YouTube who spoke about this situation. Everybody that's made videos, everybody that's commented, all the other people that's seen it on the national stage in reference to the national news. Oh, y'all can't say nothing because if you say something, we gonna come sue you. We gonna come get you. You're trying to bully us through YouTube? We supposed to be scared to make a comment. If you touch that little girl, you are a shitbag. You are a jackass. You are a dumbass. If you was found in a room with that little girl, or you had that little girl in a room in some type of way, allegedly your penis came out, you are wrong. And if you're mad about a goddamn person making a comment, you should be mad at yourself. You should be disappointed at yourself. And here's the thing, when you talk about your children, I don't believe that your children should be brought into this, but here's the thought process. If this was your little girl, Brother Polight, if this was your little girl and a grown man was found with her, with semen on her, would you be so cool, calm, and collective? Would you be promoting, oh yeah, don't talk about it, don't worry about the comments or whatever? No, because if that was my daughter, I would want everybody and their mama to be talking about it, or whatever case may be, to hold you accountable and hold you responsible. You want us to believe because they dropped charges or you got lesser charges, etc., 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 that you are innocent. Brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You ain't been carrying yourself like you innocent. You ain't been carrying yourself like you innocent, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. And not one time, and anybody can jump on here and tell me, not one time has this man shown remorse for the victim, for that little girl. Not one time. And maybe it's just me, but I'm just like, well, I would have clearly came out and say I am 100% innocent of all these charges. You know, I hope that whatever's going on with that young lady, she gets help, she gets counseling, she gets support. You know, I'm even here to help her. There was no sense of I'm innocent, but I don't want her to be a victim either. It's like you ain't saying nothing. You ain't about to get caught because you got money and lawyers. I'm telling you how you come across, brother. I'm telling you how you come across, and I'm telling you right now, you sending a message out to the black community that we need to protect our children just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Because these celebrities don't give a F about our children. Obviously, these activists that's standing out front of the communities, they don't care about the children. It's like, bro, it just balls back to those parents, those community leaders actually saying, man, we need to take care of our kids. We need to teach them a better way. We need to bond together and join forces, because these type of men, somebody, well, who's worse, Lil Nas X or Brother Polight? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. To me, they both have a major responsibility that for some reason that they're ignoring. I told you, man, if you let somebody talk long enough, they will show you that they do not give two shits about nothing except themselves, about the money that they're receiving. And I just feel like at this particular point, like, you know, I'm watching Brother Polight as he talks, and I'm looking at the arrogance in his conversation. You know, I beat the 2 major charges. Well, I thought you couldn't talk about it. Why are you reporting about the two major charges? Why report on anything? Why report on anything? And then to come back and say, I beat the two charges that y'all was talking about. And if I see something in the comments, I'm gonna sue y'all. I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna put $100,000 on your head. Who giving you donations? Who is still sending you money? That's the question all of these YouTubers should be asking right now, these content creators. Brother Polight, who is still giving you money? Just because you beat the charge don't mean you're not guilty of it. That means you wasn't found guilty in a court of law. Because I'm trying to figure out how a 14-year-old girl would get semen on her, and then why would we think that's okay, that's cool. Brother Polight, cool, he good. How many of y'all would let y'all children stay with Brother Polight over the weekend? Yeah, you can take my child to an after party. It's cool. You gonna mentor her, right? Okay, y'all gonna be drinking? You know she underage, right? Oh, you don't care? Okay, go ahead. How she get the semen on her, bruh? How she get the semen on her? I think for me, it's the arrogance that you're gonna go live and you gonna try to bully everybody who made a comment on a goddamn video instead of saying, you know what, man, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm happy. Bruh, what you say, 30 years to life? Shit, I'll be shutting the hell up and praying to whoever you pray, Allah, whoever you pray to. I'll be setting the hell up. But nah, you cocky. You gonna get online and say, well, I beat the charges. Who actually did you beat the charges, Brother Polight? What, did somebody text? Was there a video that was made? I don't know, I just find it real ironic that, you know what I mean, it's called being a narcissist. You know what? I just can't imagine the little girl looking at his lives talking about he beat the charges. Can't imagine her mother or father looking at a live video of Brother Polight talking about gloating that he beat the charges. I just put 100,000 on the side. You know what I'm saying? So any videos that I see, we coming for y'all. We watching videos night and day. I hope you watch this, motherfucker. I hope you watch this. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is zero tolerance for what you did. You put yourself in a position to be questioned. You put yourself in position to say, you know what? You are a true life fuckboy. You are a true life fuckboy. And for you not to even care about that victim's feelings or not to have any remorse, bro, you are a narcissist. That's some toxic ass shit. You might as well go. Matter of fact, I want you to go to the R. Kelly trial and just sit in there so that way you could be next. So you can be next. Because I don't know what them lawyers saying. I don't know. Maybe it was a payoff. Maybe it was somebody got to somebody. Hey, who knows? But the fact of the matter is, it's very interesting that you feel the need to come live and tell everybody how you beat this charge and how you beat that charge. But it's not even about the videos. He was like, if you in the comment section, Tammy, billionaire, Doll, Sutton, all y'all, if you in the comment section saying something, he's suing y'all too. Oh, bro, you suing us too? What? That is some scary shit, man. That is some scary shit to know or to feel that. First of all, it's prior to you being not charged, and then it's after the charges get dismissed. The arrogance of, I'm gonna get away with this. The arrogance of, I got money, so I'm gonna get away with this. I got clout, so I'm gonna get away with this. So what we telling our kids right now? Hey, listen, if somebody touch you, if they got money, they gonna get away with it. If they violate you, ain't nothing I could do about it. Okay, so you're gonna have to suck that shit up. You know what I'm saying? We can't fight against people that got that much money, or we can't fight against people that got that much celebrity status. So you're gonna have to suck that up. Is that the conversation we supposed to have? Is that the conversation we supposed to have? Rich Breezy said, who, us, worse, or... Oh, correct the title. I got you. You know how you do that voice text? But I'll make sure I correct that. Thank you. Billionaire says, I ain't afraid of no counter-sue. But the thing about it is, can you imagine going to a courtroom where Brother Polight has you in a courtroom and it says, well, what are you here for? Oh, I'm here because I made a comment. I made a comment on a video that, you know what I'm saying, I don't agree with grown men being in the hotel with little girls, and I don't agree with semen from that grown man being found on said girl, and I don't agree with the grown man taking young kids to an after party and giving them alcohol, allegedly, finding drugs in their system, allegedly, trying to force their penis in their mouth, allegedly. I don't agree with that, so that's why I'm here, Your Honor. Throw the book at me. Slap the cuffs on me. What am I gonna do? 3 to 5, 3 to 7? What I'm getting? Can I get off for good parole? Let me get my commissary up. Brother Polight said he throwing people in jail. You throwing people in jail? Listen, can you imagine the whole YouTube in jail? We here because of Brother Polight. He was tripping. He had 100,000 on the side. All our kids is now available for Brother Polight, R. Kelly, because we in jail. We in jail, y'all. Playing spades and dominoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. To me, it's the audacity. If you make a comment, your ass going to court. What? What you mean if you make a some people got like 500,000 subscribers. So you taking all of these people to court? Man, that's gonna be a long ass month. That's gonna be a long month. But really though, the audacity to come and say I have a status, I am this, and I'm going to get off of this, and and after I deal with this, I'm gonna come deal with y'all in the comments. First of all, any grown man that's accused of sleeping with children, any grown man that is accused of taking a child to a hotel room, any grown man that's accused of giving children alcohol and drugs and trying to force themselves upon a child, I'm trying to figure out who wants to do business with them. Who wants to do business with them? Who's inviting them over for Thanksgiving dinner? Who's taking trips with them? You are showing that you don't care about the serenity and the peace and the essence of children. We've seen you party since the allegation started. We've seen you joke since the allegation started. We've seen you throw money since the allegation started. We've seen you go live since the allegation started. No remorse, no sense of, you know what, something's going on. And even though I feel like I'm innocent, this ain't the time to party. This ain't the time to turn up. This ain't the time to talk shit. It's like you already knew what was gonna happen. You already had it in the back of your mind. Somebody was like, yo, Polight, you good. Don't even worry about it. What happened? That's what I want to know. I'm curious. Are y'all curious? I'm curious to know what happened to the point where these people decided, well, he's not guilty. Now, I know Sinetta, for some reason, he had did some things in regards to reporting on him a couple years back or whatever, saying that he knew some things and he had some evidence. And for some reason, this is what happens when we fail to do what we're supposed to do as men and women, as communities. When we know something and we just let it go. That was my issue with Ron B. Savage. Like, that was my issue. It's like, when you let things go and you let it fester and you don't handle it, now it can affect somebody else. And this is a perfect example of that. Because I wonder how Sinetta feels about this situation. I wonder, does he feel responsible for this new young girl that has been touched, allegedly? I wonder how he feels about that. Somebody say, who is worse? Is it Lil Nas X for portraying like he pregnant, sliding down poles and humping the devil and kissing people and X, Y, and Z? Or is it Brother Polight allegedly touching little kids? Like, who's worse? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of scratching my head and I'm kind of like, well, neither one of them give a shit about your kids. Are they one and the same? Are they two different spectrums but have the same end result? I'm going to influence your children. I'm going to influence how they think. I'm going to deter them from a natural thought process, either by molestation or some over-sexuality of some type of performance. Which one's worse? Which one's worse? I'm going to turn your children out. Which one's worse? Salute to the chat. But I'm asking a real question. Which one is worse? Because I see a lot of people like, hey, Lil Nas X, Brother Polight, Brother Polight. Now that you put them on the same spectrum, which one is worse? Which one is influencing children more? Which one has more access to children? Which one that's accused of X, Y, and Z would you say, well, I would rather deal with Lil Nas X than Brother Polight? Or would you rather deal with Brother Polight versus Lil Nas X? Which one do you think is worse? Billionaire says they should have charged him with child endangerment. Uncle Stu says both are the same. You know what? I kind of feel like both are the same. I kind of feel like both are the same. I feel like the end result will be the same. Your child will be altered. Your natural state of growing up and being prosperous and just having a good childhood, it will be altered, whether you're molested or whether you're sexually induced. Oh, he's a guy that's pregnant. Okay, yeah, all right. Oh, a guy kissing on. Oh, he's humping the devil. Okay, sliding down the pole to hell. Okay. So when I'm asked which one is worse, I think they both have the same end result. They alter the natural state of our children. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, billionaire. The fact of the matter is, I know, and I've worked with a lot of people who have been molested, taken advantage of, or whatever case may be, and influenced by older adults to do crazy shit. Older adults, hey, take this. And now they just kind of out of it, getting passed the hell around or whatever case may be. You'll be surprised as a sexual assault correspondent sitting in the military when people come to you. When they say, hey, we need you to come over here. Okay, cool, what's going on? And you sit in a room and somebody is like, either they're out of it, they're crying their eyes out, they're extremely angry, they're extremely afraid, but either way it goes, they have a story to tell. And my thought process is, I feel like both of these men are going to be responsible for children having stories to tell. Both of them. Both of them. This, to me, it has nothing to do with the gay community. I'm talking about an individual's actions and what that action really represent and what it's calling for. And I think Lil Nas X, he when he said on the Breakfast Club, F those kids, he meant that. He meant that. When you get somebody riled up or whatever case, when you get them upset or you get them drunk, they say how they feel. He said it like that and then tried to retract it. I'm so tired of these grown men, instead of saying what they mean the first time, or they say what they mean the first time, and then they try to play this game like, well, let me hurry up and retract it. Let me hurry up and apologize. To me, it's just like, and somebody was like, well, you act like men can't apologize. Lil Nas X saying, F your kids. You are influencing kids on a daily basis, and he says F your kids. When he apologized, so it doesn't matter, right? It's null and void. Well, what y'all think? What y'all think? He apologized. Lil Nas X apologized, saying F your kids. So whatever he's doing, knowing that kids are going to see, whether it's at Nickelodeon, whether it's Disney, wherever it is, F your kids. Your kids are not my main priority. How do you feel about that? He apologized. Oh, no, I ain't saying that. So how do you feel about it? Or should I stay in my lane? Should I stay in my lane? Because he apologized. Should I stay in my lane? Y'all are extremely funny. Some of you guys are extremely funny when it comes to certain things in regards to saying, oh, well, don't talk about this and don't talk about that. Just stay focused on this. If your claim to fame is F those kids, should we be banning against Lil Nas X? Jamie says, both actions are fraud, fake, phony, and lies. That's how I feel. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, Tammy, I did hear what Angela Lee repeat what he said. You know, it's so funny, man, because I don't really watch the Breakfast Club, but of course, you know, I see the clips and I see other content creators that I'm subscribed to, and I was just like, first I thought they was doing it for clickbait, because I see a lot of people doing things for clickbait, and you know, just a lot of crazy stuff, trying to pull religion into it and all types of crap. But the fact of the matter is, I did see him say F those kids, and I was like, is he high? He must be high. Is Lil Nas X on this month? Is he tipsy right now? Is he lit? Is he still sliding on a pole? Does he got a little devil semen on him? He must be something wrong with him. And then I'm like, this dude ain't high. Like, this is how he really feel. This is how he really feel. I don't know, man. You know, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about, you know, the gay agenda and et cetera, et cetera. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I know gay people, and a lot of them don't agree with all of the antics. A lot of them don't agree with all of the antics. It's like, you know what? That's a bit too far. That's a bit too far. And I keep on going back to this one subscriber that reached out to me, and that he said he was a gay black male, and he was like, you know, you straight guys are always going in on the gay guys, and now I gotta say, my thought process, if you have a man, whether he's gay or heterosexual, that says, I don't give a shit about your kids, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, et cetera, you gotta put that man on notice. You know what I'm saying? And then when you put him on notice, you got to make sure that your kids or anybody that's around you that are children, you got to let them know, like, look, this ain't the right example. This is not what men do. This is not what women do. And I think that we have to do a better job at making sure that we have that conversation with our children and with our spouse and with anybody else that's around us. Because some people will say, well, you're only mad that he's pretending that he's pregnant because he's gay. You're only mad that he's wearing a skirt because it looks gay. Like, it's funny to me how people promote their point of view and their perspective. And I try to sit down and listen to their understanding. But I'm going to be honest with you. Some people just ignorant. Some people just ignorant. The things that they're willing to subject their children to, or say that it is okay for their children to see and be around and to hear. It's okay if my child sees me smoking weed, blowing weed in their face. It's a baby. Drinking. Oh, come drink some of this Hennessy. It's funny. It's a game. Mom on the table twerking. You know, dad in the kitchen smacking on the ass. I mean, it's just a whole lot of fuck shit, but it's okay to expose to your children. That's why these are the same people online talking about, oh, you better leave Lil Nas X alone. Well, I ain't messing with him. Shit, tell him leave our kids alone. Raz Girl says, should a man be pretending to be pregnant? In what world, Craig? In what world? I don't think a man should be pretending like he's pregnant, but it's men pretending to be men. I mean, period. Not even pregnant, but they pretending to be men. They pretending to be empowerment people. They pretending to be positive. It's a lot of people doing a lot of pretend shit anyway. So my thought process is the same energy that you keep for Lil Nas X. Keep it across the board. The issue is that we don't do that. We allow things to slide. We allow things to be like, I ain't gonna worry about it. He apologized. She apologized. Well, Lil Nas X apologized. Lil Nas X apologized. Should we hold him accountable? Is it okay? Should we cancel Lil Nas X? I wonder, is that gonna happen? Do you cancel culture on Lil Nas X now, or are we just going to, it's going to suffice just to talk about it? Do we cancel Brother Polight now that he's even been, first of all, the fact that you even put yourself in that position, do we cancel him now, or do we say, hey, come on, back to the black community? You all good? Come on, bro. You straight? Come on. We're going to the barbecue. Billionaire says, I accept the apology. I feel like we should give him a chance to right his wrong. Okay. Mr. Polight is worse. Okay. How many feel, who you feel is worse? Polight, or you feel Lil Nas X is worse? You feel like Polight is worse, just say Polight. If you feel like Lil Nas X is worse, just say Nas X or whatever. It says at least Lil Nas X ain't touching the kids, or alleged. Lil Nas X said what he meant. There you go. Who just said that? Tammy. Come on, Tammy. Come on, Tammy. You said what you meant the first time. Don't come back and apologize. You said exactly what you meant. You exposed your hand the first time. We get it. We understand. We smart enough. It's like that's like somebody standing there in front of you and curse you smooth the hell out. Talk about you like a dog. Talk about your family. Talk about your career. Talk about your character. Smooth the hell out for no reason. And then come back in an hour and be like, you know what? Maybe I was a little bit out of line. You accept my apology? We good now, right? Bro, if you don't get the hell out of here. Polight is worse. Can't fix that. Nas X can be dealt with. Okay, Jackson. I got you. I got you. I don't think he meant, he guys, why would he apologize? I don't know who these guys public relation people are, but I just see like a lot of people who need public relation people, like to help them talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's bad because it's your thought process, and who to better rep you than you. But the fact of the matter is, it's like these people are so irresponsible with their platforms, and it's like I'm scratching my head. I'm like, it's almost like, who raised you? Why did the baby apologize? We know he didn't mean it. The baby is a jackass. The baby's a jackass, and he meant exactly what he said. And when he saw how powerful the gay community was, how they pulled together and rallied and got his ass canceled, he changed his tune real fast. He said what he meant as well. Little Boosie said what he meant as well. It's a lot of men speaking without thinking. A lot of people speaking without thinking. And then here's the thing. Once they do that and they're held accountable, now they play victim. Now they play victim. I don't know which one of you, which one you guys, all of you guys gonna feel which one is the worst or whatever. I'm just saying, these are the conversations that we need to be having. These are the conversations that we need to enlighten our children about, because obviously Lil Nas X poses a concern and Brother Polight poses a concern. Whether he's found guilty in a court of law or not, these men pose a concern when it comes to our children. So I would ask you guys to make sure that you're talking to your children and you're letting them know these concerns that's out there. I know we get caught up in the everyday hustle and bustle. You know what I'm saying? The everyday hustle and bustle with the job and, trying to live our best life and trying to worry about X, Y, and Z. And we want a little entertainment. We want a little downtime, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm telling you right now, our children are being influenced by these types of concerns. The Lil Nas X's and also the Brother Polights. Brother Polight is very articulate. He know how to pull words and put things together, right? Lil Nas X, he got that celebrity status, he making music, etc., etc., etc. So both of them have major influences and vices that they can use to attract your children. Hey, look at my new Bentley. Yeah, y'all like Bentleys, right? Come on. Come on, the new Pied Piper. Come on, y'all. Come on, get in. I got room for about 20 kids. Yep, 20 more kids. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something a little bit different. We're gonna have to have better conversations. We gotta learn to get the message out there and say, you know what, we having that type of conversation right here. Hey, you need to come hear this. Hey, you need to go share this. Because I see so many gimmicks and narratives online, and it's just like, they falling for that shit? Like that, what the fuck? They bruh, if I only could tell y'all, man, I seen a guy that said he was I ain't gonna say it. I truly believe that we need to start being more concerned. I appreciate that, billionaire. We need to start being more concerned with having conversations that are going to resonate with our children, that's going to help promote who they are and help build who they are. If we don't, who will? If we don't, who will? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody's time, everybody for coming in. I'm hoping that you guys stay blessed. I am really noticing the influence that the Tough Love channel is having on other channels. You know, I got people going religious. I got people changing their vocabulary. I got people, you know what I'm saying, articulating a little bit better, having better conversation. So salute to the Tough Love family for influencing those that I come across, or whatever case may be. I am very happy, I am very ecstatic, and I'm hoping that that influence continues to grow. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. And the type of feedback that you guys promote inside the chat is phenomenal. You know, it's not a lot of gimmicks, it's not a lot of games, it's not a lot of, you know, clickbait and all that other crap. It's real conversation. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as long as you guys continue to have this real conversation, you're going to help someone. You're going to build someone. There is somebody out there that needs this type of message, that needs to say, you know what, I'm glad I found this channel. I'm glad I found this comment section. So salute to you all. I'm hoping that you guys have a phenomenal day. I'm about to get out here and go hit this gym. But until next time, this a Tough Love. Mario J. Until next time, I'm Dought Up. Peace.